What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Afrolisha, and over here we just do a whole lot of natural hair videos and whatever. So yeah, subscribe if you're into that. So anyway, if you want to see this wash and go that I did, that kind of like stretches out your hair and causes less tangles and split ends and all that bad stuff, then watch my previous video because I posted like where I did this wash and go. So yeah, I don't really promote wash and goes, that's why that one was like the one I did to specifically like cause less frizz and split ends and all that whatnot. But these styles show me when my hair needs a cut, and my hair definitely does need a cut. So I'm just gonna show you how I go ahead and cut my own hair. I have been cutting my own hair, no one has ever touched my hair except me. And yeah, this way I've been cutting my hair since it's been now 2.5 years. So yeah, I've been cutting my hair. So yeah, this is the growth I have of cutting all my hair off. So very impressive, very impressive. But yeah, so stay tuned if you want to know how to cut your own hair and keep your own hair nice and healthy. A few pointers that I would give anyone before they're cutting their hair. Do not use a craft scissor or your kitchen scissor or anything like that. Doesn't matter how sharp it is. Do actually invest in some hair shears, they call it. I actually bought this from a salon. So yeah, I did my big chop with this and I've had this ever since, and it kind of has like a thing here where you can tighten it if it ever gets loose. I've never had to do that, but I only cut my hair with this, and I keep it separate from everything else so it doesn't damage. So yeah, I do suggest you invest in like ASMR. Can you hear that? It's very sharp, so I suggest you invest in a pair of shears if you're natural and you really want to take care of your own length and stuff, and you don't want people to cut your hair dead or whatever. Yeah. Next thing is, I would suggest, if you are doing it for the first time, do it on partially dry hair, because that way it's easier to kind of feel and see where your hair is damaged. I kind of can see and feel either way. So yeah, my hair is partially, it's half, it's like 60% dry. It looks very wet, but it's just because I have a very nice curl cream on or whatever. But yeah, it is a bit dry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you. You can do it, just wait until your hair is a bit drier and then just do exactly what I do. So I'm just gonna explain quick overview. I'm going to do my hair in twists, so you do it in kind of not too small but not also super huge, to a point where all the ends meet up to the same place, and that way you feel, when you come to the end, you'll feel where your hair starts feeling rough. You can feel your hair will feel smooth until like a certain point close to your ends, and that point you just want to snip off. So I always say it's better to have a good scissor and not know how to cut than know how to cut and have a bad scissor. So I've been cutting my hair like this since I went natural, and I didn't know anything about it, and my hair grew out. So I really, you can do it. There is, I know of other people that cut curl by curl when it's dry. I've done that like twice. I do that like I've done it twice ever since I've been natural. So I probably do that once a year, where my hair will be like probably just out, and I would take like curl by curl and like snip. But I do think this cutting in twist is perfectly fine. You get more than enough off that you need off, and your hair will just flourish and grow. So I do want to say, where people are saying you must cut your hair every 3 to 6 weeks or 4 to 6 weeks or whatever, it really depends on the type of hairstyle that you do when you like everyday styles. So if you're someone that does wash and goes a lot, and like another style I would actually put in there is finger coils. If you, I'm talking about type 4 hair now. If you do like wash and goes a lot and finger coils, if you that type of natural, like a natural that just washes their hair and then just wants to leave the house, that is a person that would have to cut their hair more frequent. Other than like a natural like me, I really have a lot of patience for my hair, so I do twist outs, I do braid outs. Like my hair is always in a maintained style to where it doesn't get tangled easily. The tangles is what makes you have to cut your hair, and have causes that strands that knot around themselves, the fairy knots, so single strand knots. So yeah, the maintaining, like taming your hair, like in styles and whatever, that really helps you see your growth. So I cut my hair probably every 3 to 4 months, I would say. But if I hardly do a wash and go, and it's almost like I do a wash and go every 3 to 4 months, and then I realize I need to cut my hair. So if you are natural, it just leaves it out. I do understand why you say every 4 to 6 weeks, but for me that does twist out and keep it in, like I keep my hair in one style kind of long. I don't cut my hair that much. So yeah guys, yeah, I'm just parting off the back section of my hair and putting the rest up in a bun. So they not that big, not too small. I put this whole back bottom section in 2 parts. So I just make sure it's detangled, and then I smooth it out so that all the ends are like perfectly smoothed out to the same point. And once it's smoothed out, I'll go ahead and do a twist. So they're nice and small so I can get all my ends kind of. So then when I come to the end, you will start feeling your hair starts feeling a bit rough, not as smooth as the top. And when you start feeling it, that's where you want to cut. And yeah, so I did the same to the next part. And don't worry, especially when you do this, you might cut off. Like at some point you feel like you're cutting off too much. It's better to, like I said before, like another thing, better to cut off more than cut off less. Like you just don't want to have damaged hair. So that brush is just to smooth out my ends till the end, and also smooth out to a point where I can feel the roughness in the end, so, and snip the bottom part away. Here's just like the perfect curls that I'm cutting off. They don't seem damaged, but yeah. So I separated them, the second part, in like 3, and I just worked my way up my head. So yeah. So my last part of my video actually went missing after I actually rinsed my hair, but I have a picture of when it's finished, so snip. So yeah, this is how it looked when my hair was finished, cut all in the afro. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a nice comment. Bye.